Hello, everyone. Welcome to Screenshots, the worst movie podcast of all time.
You don't know that yet.
I mean, from our current list of movies that we're going down,
I haven't heard of the list. I heard
the
one
list
movie.
is we're watching we watched Lord of the Rings, and then I suggested Meet the Feebles as the next movie. So
Well, that's next. So
that's true.
All right,
It
and
makes
then
me
after
good.
that, we're watching more Lord of the Rings. So
no, bullshit. I'm not calling Lord of the Rings when it's my turn to pick.
why not?
This
That
way.
was the
To be
There are
plan.
way better movies in mine than Lord of the Rings, man. They're great movies,
To be-
but come on.
To be fair,
Dude,
Reed
but he
is
hasn't
Reed
seen
is
them.
after Aden. He might just do Lord
No,
of the Rings.
I got something else planned.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Nice.
All right. Anyway, basic idea for this podcast is we watch movies. We do a little drinking game while we watch them, and then this is the discussion portion where we talk about our thoughts on the movie. We did Fellowship of the Ring, and we took a drink every time they said the word ring, which that was a good idea.
It began with the forging of great rings.
In 10 minutes, I'd already almost finished my first drink. Aiden, you finished your first drink, didn't you?
I don't drink.
Oh, right. Yeah,
What?
Aiden's sober.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, of course.
When did that start?
Long time
When I told
ago.
him to take a shot before doing the podcast.
Uh,
He's been exactly 10 minutes sober. Anyway, so yeah, for the podcast, we're doing a basic structure of just like we're each going to say our favorite things in certain categories that I now cannot remember. Reed or Aiden, take it away because I know you both have it somewhere. You both know it. It's posted in the channel. Okay, yeah. So, favorite actor / performance, favorite scene, favorite scene, favorite scene, favorite scene, favorite scene.
Sorry, it seems like Nicholas is having
Right.
some
What
technical
talking about?
difficulties here.
Oh, there you go. Favorite shot, complaints, and then an overall rating from 0 to 100.
That's a lot of scenes.
Yeah, I know. Luckily, I mean, one thing you can certainly say about Fellowship of the Ring is that it definitely has a lot of scenes.
And they're extended.
Oh, and they're extended. That's a good point. Yeah, we watched the extended version, which I will talk about whenever I talk. So, who wants to go first?
I think it's you.
I think Nicholas should go first. Yeah, you were supposed to go first. Yeah.
All right.
Nicholas, what is your? Let's go ahead and get started. What is your favorite performance of the movie?
Favorite performance of the movie? You're gonna notice a pattern in basically, and the answer is probably gonna be Gollum, or not Gollum, Gandalf, not Gollum. That 5 seconds of Gollum being tortured was probably my favorite part of the movie. And the way he said "my precious" and then I took a drink, that was spot on. Oh, so Gandalf was probably my favorite performance. He was way more chill than I expected him to be from seeing him like the character parodied in other media and stuff. I don't know why, but I feel like he's always a lot more stoic in parody.
People do always
But
mix
he's-
him up with Dumbledore.
yeah.
Except way
What?
cooler.
No.
What?
The classic
Oh,
Dumbledore
oh
wisdom stoic
mix
portrayal.
him up. Mix him up. I heard make smut.
Oh.
And I was very confused
Probably that
for a
too.
second. I was like, man, the Gandalf Dumbledore fan fiction goes hard.
I'm sure it does.
No, I found him to be really cool. I like the scene of him and oh god. Was this one Frodo or Bilbo?
Describe.
Like the main
Yeah.
character of the movie. Was that Frodo or
Frodo.
Bilbo?
Frodo's
Frodo.
That one's Frodo. Okay, so I like the scene where him and Bilbo are just smoking, and then he just like completely outclassed him. Like he just did the little ship
Oh,
and
in
like
the beginning.
put it through this. Yeah, that went
the
hard.
doobie off.
And I also liked him being tortured. That was kind of cool. Yeah, I was a Gandalf man. What can I say? Stan. As the kids say.
Well, that should bring us to our favorite scene, Nicholas.
Favorite scene. I liked, despite the excessive drinking that had to take place. I liked the scene of actually just everyone talking about the plan. The
Around the
moment
table.
where the fellowship, yeah, the moment where the
Like
fellowship
ring at
actually
Rivendell?
formed.
The
Yeah,
council,
Yeah.
Council of Elrond.
That was cool. I did drink a lot during that scene, so maybe that enhanced it, but it was cool. I like all of them. I like the dwarf guy. I hope I get more of
Gimli.
him.
Gimli. Gimli is peak in the next two movies.
Good, because he's peak. And then, besides that, I don't know. I'm a little mixed on a lot of the action in the movie. I think, honestly, uh, I don't want you guys to hate me. I think my favorite parts were the beginning. It just had such a chill vibe at the start that I really liked.
That is a really
The
good
Shire, the Shire is just so chill.
The action is kind of like the pinnacle in the next two movies. It's not really. It doesn't play as big a role in the first movie, so that's fair.
Also-
Setting up.
Also, favorite character. There's another thing I want to say. I really like the one guy who me and Aden kept. I can't remember who it was. The guy that we just kept joking like, "Oh yeah, he can be trusted with the ring," even though he very clearly could not.
Boromir.
Boromir.
Yeah, the guy who's like, "No, no, no, you don't understand. I won't become evil. Now give it." And like, I don't know. It's just like I love the idea they're forming this team and they just bring this one guy who literally no one can trust at all, and then they continue to let him stay. I feel like that kind of gets in one of my gripes with the movie. I'll wait for that. Um, anyway, favorite shot, is that next?
Yeah.
Yeah, favorite scene. Yeah.
Okay, so there's one shot that stuck out to me. But I don't know how to describe it. But it's whenever Gandalf and Frodo are talking, and it cuts to Gandalf, and he's just being half cut off by a hanging lamp. Like he's just like almost fully being covered by this lamp, and I don't know why, but it made me laugh really hard, and it's the only shot that stuck out to me in the movie.
But I can't find.
I don't know why,
The
but
angle
when
of
that
it,
happened, I laughed really hard. Because also, it's a very serious discussion. It's while they're talking about the ring. So it's like,
I think that was just something that happened and they kept it in.
yeah. Oh, it was definitely not on purpose, I feel like.
There's a lot of that in these movies.
Anyway, so now it's time for me to get yelled at by everyone else here and talk about things that I didn't really enjoy that much.
This is gonna be the best part.
Movie's way too damn long, especially the extended edition. And I feel like the extended edition added nothing of value to that movie after watching the first 20 minutes of the regular edition. I'm going right out the gate with just a straw. So, thoughts, Aiden? I see
I
some
think-
breathing coming from over there.
I think one thing is just 20 minutes of the regular edition doesn't really give justice for that, but that's okay.
No, I do agree with you there, Aiden. It's not enough time. That being said, watching both the full extended and the regular, it doesn't add that much to it.
Yeah, it's like one scene I think in Fellowship. It's more in the.
Isn't
in
it? I
Return.
felt like it was way more.
I mean, it's a.
I
I'm
felt
pretty sure it's
the
like one and then
action- we were
changes
getting
to a
the
bunch of
action way
scenes.
faster.
I don't know. I just remember the third one has the most changes.
There was a couple things in the that with the extended version is like small things in the beginning of the movie and at the end of the movie that like extended it a little bit, but the second and third movie is the ones that really have the throughout scenes are extended.
Gotcha.
The third one.
But in
was
the
different.
Fellowship, it's like in the Fellowship, like as I think maybe I don't know about Reed, but I'm the only person here that's read the Fellowship,
I have
the
read.
book. The Fellowship, the book, the beginning takes so much longer. It's like half of the entire book almost.
Yeah.
Just of them still in the Shire. So there's a lot in that, and then there's a lot at the end with the while they're in
Yeah.
they're in the Elven Kingdom, Lothlorien.
Mm-hmm.
with like giving when she gives the gifts to everyone before they set out again after they lost Gandalf. Spoilers.
There's also like a whole part
Spoilers.
in the book before they even get there where like they meet a bunch of these hunter elves and camp with them or something like that. There's a
Mhm.
lot in the book that didn't make it. Rip Tom.
Yeah, Tom
Tom?
Bombadil. Rest in peace.
Is that just like a whole other character who did not?
Yeah, like
It's like Tolkien's
pretty important
self-insert,
character.
basically.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Pause. What?
He's basically like if you think about this whole world in the books, in Tolkien's world, Lord of the Rings, he's basically God
Yeah.
in the books, yeah. And he just kind of doesn't do anything.
He's in the Amazon show though. So there's that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's him.
Yep.
So wait, but like, I don't know. I feel like when it, I got them confused again. Bilbo.
I'm sorry, I
Yeah,
had
sorry.
major connection issues there for a second.
You feel like Bilbo?
Bilbo. Wouldn't he kind of be the? He's writing a book and stuff. Wouldn't he kind of be the
Oh,
self-insert?
he's not like it's not like that. It's more
Okay.
of like Tolkien putting his character into a character. Like it's not self-insert in the way of like he's writing the book from the inside.
Gotcha.
It's more
Okay.
so
Yeah.
he's just kind of like that guy. He's just the goat.
Yeah.
Okay, my other
Yeah.
gripe, and this is probably an issue with the story to a core. I mean, I imagine that this isn't something the movie changed. They just make a lot of really stupid decisions. I mean, like, I get the whole, like, oh yeah, no one else can be trusted with the ring. But, like, really? The guy who got stabbed twice within 5 minutes, that's the guy? Alright, Aiden's breathing again. We'll go to him.
I just feel like we talked about this. Like
I know,
it's
and
it's
I
not
did
so
not
much
feel
that
satisfied with your answer.
it's not so much that like being a hobbit, everyone else is more tempted by the ring than someone who's half the size of a normal human,
A gnome is
right?
shorter than
Because
him.
elves are so much more powerful, and that
Gnome, dwarf,
the
dwarf,
more
sorry.
power you possess, the more power the ring has, right? So that's why elves aren't good to have the ring. Humans are tempted by the ring the most because they're humans, and elves are greedy and they love jewelry and they have a lot of power. Did I say elves again? Sorry,
yeah.
dwarves.
Dwarfs, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. I guess.
And wizards are the
like, I
most
don't
powerful
know.
in Middle Earth. So
I don't know. That's
and
my one thought. My other good one
Sauron.
is the one I already brought up of why are we bringing along this one guy who very clearly would betray us and take it? Aiden's got nothing for that one. I heard that sigh of defeat.
He represents an entire.
It,
kingdom,
it's
just like,
it's.
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead, Brian. That's good.
He represents the entire kingdom, just like Aragorn does, right? He is a people. He is a person, and just like all of us people, he represents our flaws. That's what he does.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
think of it as like a gathering of NATO. You know, they're just
He's
different
supposed to
representatives.
represent the fault in humanity, but the whole pinnacle of it is that he sacrifices himself despite that.
Yes.
Okay, I get that from like a symbolic point of view.
And if I might add, also, there's another aspect of Boromir being also like a representative of the people, but like the reason he's there as the representative is because he's the son of the steward of Gondor, which is basically the king of Gondor at that time. So he's a prince, and so he's very high regarded, and he's a very noble man, and everyone does trust him. But the ring brings out a side of everyone that is darker and tempts people. Just like you see at the end of the movie, as soon as he does try to take the ring, he starts crying. And then he has his whole sacrificial moment and he redeems himself, but like everyone succumbs to that temptation, and that's kind of a symbolic part of that. Is like technically Boromir is like the most noble of the fellowship at the beginning, anyways.
I hope if anyone else comes up with a gripe that Aiden attacks them this violently.
I'm not attacking. I'm just trying to
Wasn't even
explain.
attacking.
I know. I just thought that was a funny way to word it.
That's a great way to word it.
No, it's okay to have gripes.
Don't
I mean,
worry,
those are
I have a gripe.
those
and
are
you're not gonna like
legitimate.
it.
those are legitimate gripes. I respect those.
Brian,
Honestly.
I already know what your gripe is.
Yeah, that's why I left.
It's similar to mine if it's the existence of one character. We just
Yeah.
have different characters.
Just different characters.
That being said, my character is also my favorite character because it makes me laugh so much that they just keep bringing him along. He's like the group pet. Speaking of the group pet, also kind of goes with your thing. Anyway, and my overall score. Can I mute myself for one person?
Uh-oh.
No, go ahead and just say it. Everybody needs to hear it.
It's okay. It's okay.
Like a 68.
That is a wild statement.
68 is crazy.
Anything below
That's
90
crazy.
is stupid.
Oh, it's not even close to a 90.
That's crazy.
Just a sigh of defeat. Well, keep this in mind.
I hope
Aiden,
you-
going forward. If we watch any other of these movies, that it might not be the result you're expecting.
No, it's okay. I just hope you know that the more this happens is not going to change my recommendations and my suggestions
I will
You have to
going
keep in
forward.
mind,
That also being
Nick,
said, this
in
is the weakest
movies,
of the
you have,
three
it's a
movies.
very particular. It's a very
Yes,
particular
also
taste.
What is that
Also-
supposed to mean? Well,
You-
to be
you know what
fair,
it
okay,
means.
to be fair, I'm still giving a positive rating. Aiden hates one of my favorite movies of all time.
What is
movie?
that?
what is that?
Aiden despises the Suicide Squad, the James
The
Gunn
new one?
Suicide Squad.
No,
Yeah.
the
Oh
first
yeah,
He-
I don't
Oh, the
really
new
like
one?
that one.
Aiden
The new one, yeah, I don't
hates
really like
that
it.
movie.
With
I
Idris
haven't
Elba?
seen the new one. I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
I
It's
refuse
not
to,
that
'cause it looks
good.
Terrible.
exactly. Thank you,
But
thank
if,
you,
but if we have
thank
to watch
you.
it, I watch it. But I'm telling you, I've refused to watch it because it looks bad.
It's not bad.
It's not good.
Great. It's such a good
I like
movie.
it.
it's not bad.
It's
not
not bad.
good.
It's
It's great.
We have the
Quite the
whole
spectrum.
The whole spectrum.
This sounds
here.
like a good. Sounds like it might be a good movie to watch, to be honest.
Yeah. It'll be like in like debate day when you have like that one really left wing kid, that one really right wing kid in school, and then they're talking about like abortion,
Oh yeah.
and you're just like showing up with popcorn, waiting for the fight.
That's basically what this is right now. Considering
No,
you just
I
gave
still
it a
gave it a
68.
68. That's
68
still a
is
positive
way
score.
low.
Is that
That's not a
positive? What do we
positive
consider
score, no.
positive?
That's a failing in school, man. That's a
No,
that's
no,
an
no.
Yeah,
F.
that's
Okay.
an F.
Let's go off
Yeah.
of the fact that I think we have different grading things for.
You're going off
for
Rotten
movies here.
Tomatoes.
Yes, that is actually how I rank movies. A 50 or above is a movie that I did not dislike watching.
Okay, well, Rotten
Interesting.
Tomatoes sucks.
Okay, but
So,
also
like-
if we're going off of movie ratings, I feel like that's the best
So, like, a
option.
It's the best
60
way to
is like,
quantify
yeah,
it.
that's all right. Like,
Yeah.
a 60 is like, yeah, that's
60
good. That's all right.
A 68,
70 is like- I like that.
a 68, it makes me want to murder you in your sleep, but I can accept it.
That's a bit
All right,
much.
shall we move on to the
Think
next
about it like
person?
this, though. From how you guys have talked, it's only going to go up.
I mean, that is
With-
kind of
yeah,
how it
that's
goes.
fair. That's fair.
But
Yeah,
I
they
kind of
do
have a
get better.
hot take. I think the second one is better than the third.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's very hot take. I disagree.
Very hot take.
However, I
Let's
think
have that
my
debate
hot
at a
take
later time.
my hot take is that I think the first one is better than the second one.
Really.
That's yeah.
Really,
really
yes.
fast.
I
Linus
really
Turek just
enjoy. Let
carries
me
too hard.
let me explain my like. I just
Brian, the
really
second one, we
enjoy.
should just show up with popcorn and just watch the fight.
Really read. I enjoy the journey non-fighting aspect that the first one gives that you were talking about. I really
Yeah,
enjoy
I
that
mean, I do
aspect
too,
compared
but I like the
to the
fighting a
second
lot.
two. Yeah, I
Okay,
do too,
so
which is why the third one is my favorite.
I actually have one more thing to say. I think the fighting in this movie wasn't that good.
Well, that's what we're talking about.
That's just like an opinion, man.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I don't know.
I feel like that's
Also,
respectable though, because it's not supposed to be known for its fighting,
yeah,
except
which
for at the end.
I understood that for sure. I think the ending was all right. Like the fighting near the end was pretty good.
Yeah, the fight scene.
So
at the
you
end
said
was way more-
So you said 70 overall, right?
He said 68.
68, but I mean,
Seb-
we can write
seven.
Why
it
so
to
Okay,
70.
particular?
yeah,
Why the
70.
2-point miss?
70 sounds.
Hey, just let it be.
70 sounds fine.
Because 70 is like me. I will actively go out and say, yeah, I like that movie.
Now next week he's gonna say, "Nah, he said 69," and then he'll be like 70, and then he'll be like 75.
Yeah.
He'll keep bumping you up.
Can't wait to get to meet the Feebles, where I'm gonna give it a higher score.
You
Just so I
unironically
can
will, and I know that
die.
you will.
I really hate you for that, Nicholas.
You're gonna give it a
The thing
68.
is, Reed's right. Reed's right. It's not going to be ironic either. I
No,
will
he's gonna
probably
enjoy it
genuinely
more.
enjoy that movie more.
Well, that says something about you.
I told you, he has a very particular taste when it comes to
All right.
movies.
All right, what do we say, Bryant? You want to go next since you're kind of
Yeah,
one of
I'll
the
go
newer additions?
Yeah, I'll go next. All right,
Wait,
so
hold on.
actually,
Newer additions. Hold on.
To the
Let's talk about
podcast.
that. This is the first episode.
this is the first episode.
I mean, to be fair, I guess Aden did meet Reed before this. Okay, good point. You know what, Bryant? You're new. You're new. This is only my second time talking to you. Impress
I've
me.
known Aiden the longest, though.
That is true. I've known Reed the longest.
That's true.
I don't know where we're going with this.
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
yet,
Bryant, go ahead,
and
man.
yet for some reason,
It's-
Bryant's the
can
one who
we-
let me meet the Feebles my pick.
Can we go ahead and I just want to remind everyone that our goal was about 45 minutes and we're about 55 in right now. So
Yeah, that was.
we've only had
We started at 9:30. We started at 9:30.
well officially, but we've been on this call since like 9:15.
But no, we're still significantly in, like 30 minutes. 25
Yeah.
to be
Yeah,
exact.
that's a good point.
20 yeah,
Luckily, I had
27
the
to be
most to
exact.
say. Everyone else is just gonna like shake hands and agree.
Yeah, that is true.
So, my favorite actor and performance was Boromir's performance. He represents something that we all are, even though we try to deny it. I think he's great, even though, you know, he's not the best character. He's not the leader. He's just a guy. So that was awesome of him.
I
But
don't know.
also,
I'll
This is
agree that
awesome
he
of
actually
him.
he did have a good performance. It's just I question why he
he's
was on the
goated.
team.
Sean.
yeah, and I
what
do
is
like
it,
Sean
Bean?
Bean in general. So
he's good.
yeah, yeah. My favorite scene, it's I don't know, it's a tie, it's a toss up. I really like the opening scene where you get to see the Shire and it's all its beauty and it's very simplicity. But I also like the scene where Gandalf falls into the pit, but not the falling part, but where he's like, "Fly, you fools!" Like that is just a great scene.
Just the whole Balrog scene.
No, just the scene where he's grabbing onto the rock and he's like, "Fly, you fools!" Like
Oh,
that is
so
the best scene.
Okay.
Like right before he falls, yeah.
I feel like that's more of a shot.
No, a
Than a
shot
full
is
scene.
actually leading me on to the next point. The shot in the river when they're going up and the water and they see the two giant statues. That's my
Fair
favorite.
enough.
Ooh, yeah, that
It's
one is
beautiful.
good.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
It's fair.
yeah.
The
And
mountain
to keep
pass
it.
or something, right?
Oh yeah, that was nice too in the snow. Those are good shots. But my complaints. I do not like Samwise Gamgee.
What?
I hate him.
Oh wait, yeah. I should say I think Reed actually really likes Sam.
I
How
love
do you
Sam.
not like Sam?
Look, I think Sean Astin is a great actor. That being said, these are supposed to be hobbits. They're supposed to be small people, and Sean Astin is the opposite of that. He's a big person with a big personality, and he's also in the movie a little bit gay, and that's okay, but not for this movie.
Well, now I have to do editing on this episode so we don't get canceled in 20 years.
It's just
20
not
years.
the character that. It's not, yeah, like in 2 minutes. He's just
We
not
don't
the
even
character.
have a following. Our following is just that we got canceled.
They are too friendly to be friends. If they're gonna make them gay, then make them gay. Make that be part of the entire stitch, but that's not. There's no
Don't
person
tempt
in
modern
the world
Hollywood.
In the words
fair,
of I
that's
believe
fair.
it was Sean Austin who said it himself, "Long road to Mordor."
Again, Sean Astin, I do like him. I just do not like that character. His portrayal of the character was great. I just don't like Samwise Gamgee. Also hated the fact that they let Bill go.
Okay, that what?
Bill the Pony
The
is
pony.
my.
yeah.
Oh gosh,
Rip
Bill the
Bill the
Pony's the
Pony.
best.
Bill the pony is the goat. He actually is.
Handshake on that one. Yep.
Yep.
They should
I
have killed
just-
him.
Oh my god, and ate him. Yeah, that might have been
Yeah.
more realistic. The story actually.
They could have had. They
Is there-
could have had third breakfast.
Maybe if the Game of Thrones guy was ready.
Yeah, true. I also didn't like how in the entire dialogue with the orcs, he says meat's back on the menu, which would imply a restaurant that orcs eat at.
Also, hey buddy, that's not. You're too
That's
far.
in this one. That's in the
That's
first
an
one.
No, it's not.
incredible. That's an
That
incredible.
is not in the first
implication.
one.
That is not in the
wait.
first one, buddy.
It's in the
Okay,
first
It's not
one.
in the
hold on.
first one. It's not.
I'll discourse over if it's in the movie or not. I don't care. That's an amazing point to make.
Counterpoint. What if it's not a restaurant but a cafe?
Oh, never mind. He's got you there.
Counterpoint. What's the main difference?
Coffee.
Also, I feel
How many
like
cooks in the kitchen.
I don't agree with that because bars existed and you could still order food. It just wasn't as mainstream.
But the
This
orc
is
didn't.
a
You could
great
go to an
debate for us to
inn.
be having with 5 more minutes left in this podcast.
Also, it happens in the second one. Because I'll explain it to you, buddy. When
Okay,
the
hold
orcs
on.
are traveling
Aiden's getting on a yap fest. Let me just mute him real quick. All right, Reed, what did you like about the movie? Oh wait, no, Brian, what's your overall rating?
Overall, 96.
96.
That's
Oh my, that is
Yeah.
a lot further away from my number.
Yeah, it's
Well, yeah.
it's one of the greatest film series of all time. It's well
If you
written.
just take
well
the 9
directed.
and flip it and then put it in front. Oh, wait, it's already in front. If you just take the 9 and flip it, we're good.
Yeah, it's well written, and it's directed. It's beautiful. It's great. Just get rid of Sam and
Oh.
it'll be good.
Isn't Sam in all 3 movies?
He is the
Yeah.
only reason they
yeah.
succeed.
Is he?
He's
is
the-
he
that's
really
what I
gripe in
tell-
every
he
movie?
is the
Actually,
literal-
Yeah.
that is
Okay.
the literal
way, I
most
still have
valuable
Aiden
player.
Reed, what was your
my
favorite?
God.
What was the first thing? Favorite character? Favorite performance?
Yeah. So, my favorite performance is Viggo Mortensen because Aragorn is goated. But not only that, Viggo himself is just goated. Like, there's so many stories of him behind the scenes and like all these crazy things that he does, where he's just like chilling, and he basically is just the character in real life. But that's something I'll get into later because that's more in the next 2 movies. But in this movie, I don't know. I just really like his introduction. I mean, the whole thing with the ranger and the whole mysterious, kind of dubious personality that kind of turns into the almost most trustworthy one there. And he has this like compassion that is unusual of warrior kind of characters in fantasy movies, especially at that point in time. And Viggo just brings it out really well. And I mean, it flourishes even more in the next two movies, but you can see the groundwork setting up for it in this one, especially with Arwen and all that. But
Dang.
in terms of scene, my favorite scene is Boromir's sacrifice. Just because, kind of like what you guys were saying with how he represents humanity. I don't know. I really enjoy that. And the whole culmination of it with him finally sacrificing himself to save them. It really sticks with me. It has like the most emotional weight in the movie. And it's definitely my favorite part. Shot is the one when they're doing the mountain pass and they're at the bottom of the snow and the ring is like in the snow at the top right corner of the screen. I just really like it, especially because of the behind the scenes where it's like the ginormous ring and how they did it with like perspective and everything. It's so cool. And I'm also kind of biased because I really like snow shots. Like anytime there's snow, it just looks so good.
Yeah.
And
It's
I love the
only your
practical
pick because there's
effects.
not a silhouette in the movie.
There is a silhouette shot in the movie
Wait, then why is that not your favorite? That's
because I don't know, everyone always picks it. But I just really enjoy the fact that like the practical effects with the ring being huge to play on the perspective. I just think it's really cool.
When you're talking about when Frodo falls and then Boromir picks it up
Yeah.
and he says, I care not."
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that is a good
And he
shot.
says-
just
and he
like
says-
the focusing on the ring.
It's so
and he
cool.
says, I can be trusted with it. I swear.
Yeah, like he's snorting a line right with the snow. In terms of complaints, I really don't have very many. The only thing I could even sort of say is that it's really slow, but I almost feel like it's meant to be. So it doesn't really feel like a proper complaint, more like a nitpick. Because, I mean, when you're watching it, you already know what's going to happen. The build-up does kind of drag on forever, especially in the extended cut when the opening is even longer. But it does set up what comes next really well, so it's kind of a trade-off, I guess. I mean, when you have these 3-4 hour long movies, obviously there's going to be a lot of setup, but the good thing is most of it does have nice payoff. I don't really have many other complaints besides that. So
Do you know what? You guys' passion and love has convinced me. I'm gonna drop my score down to a 67.
let's go. Let's go. In terms of the score, I'm gonna give it like a 90, just because I can't justify going any higher because I feel like the next two movies are like I feel like it gets really good and then it gets even like just really good and better, and so it feels wrong to rate this any higher than a 90 because the next two are like 95 and then 98 or so. So I feel like it has to be
I would say it's 98 and then 99. And the
That's
next two.
fair. Well, for me, it's like 90 and then like 95 or 6 and then like 96 or I don't know. I kind of jump around with the second and the third movie. But the first one is definitely, in my
We
opinion.
lost Aiden.
Yeah.
Yes, Aiden.
Did we?
He'll be
He
right
died.
We did.
I mean, I got him muted anyway, so.
But the first one is definitely the least favorite of mine out of the three, so I just feel like anything more than 90 is too much.
No,
Just
I
because
agree.
of how good the other two are.
It is good. It's the least out of the three. I'm tossed up between the second and third one being the best, but
Yeah,
they are
that's
both
kind of
very
where I
good.
am too. It just there's certain things in each one, like in the second
Yeah.
one, like the whole Minas Tirith is just it's so good.
Oh yeah.
But in the
Yo,
third movie,
spoilers.
like, all over the place, it's like everything is so good.
I can't believe you're spoiling this movie from, like, I don't know, 2012.
Dude, you don't even know what the words
Actually,
I
I think
say
it's
are
probably
meaning.
2001.
That's a good point.
2002, 2003.
Oh, really? Dang, I was
Yeah.
way off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole battle
hold
at
on,
Tembley
hold on.
Brooks Bleeblebond is really crazy.
Hold on, the
I
whole
do believe
trilogy
9/11
happened
around the time
before
the
I was
first one came
born?
out.
Well,
Yes.
I was born in 2003, so I was probably alive for the last
The
one.
third one. Yeah.
But
Anyway,
that's it for me.
Aiden, what do you think about the
Yeah, buddy,
Lord
let's
of the
hear your-
Rings movies? I wonder what your thoughts are. Hold on, let me just go back to mute.
I heard he
So
doesn't
I
like
just
him.
want to make sure. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me, because I did actually just cut my Xbox off in the middle of Reed talking.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was
cool.
pretty much finished
Yeah.
anyway.
Okay, cool. All right. Just wanted to make sure that was. So this is gonna stay pretty consistent through the first, all of them. My favorite character is Aragorn. Favorite performance, Viggo Mortensen, by far, just like Reed. In the books, Aragorn is Tolkien's Christ figure, um, and just his entire arc in general is just one of my favorite character arcs in the entirety of movies ever. Um, it's just awesome. Just especially in the first one is probably one of my favorite parts of the movie in general, is that he's just kind of like the king and the heir to the throne, but he's made himself low on purpose just because he doesn't feel himself worthy, and he's afraid of of being like Boromir and being tempted, and so he's kind of put himself away from his entire race into the Elven Kingdom, and it's just his whole arc is just awesome. I love Aragorn through and through, and just all the shots of him with his sword at any time is just my favorite part of the movie. Um, with that, my favorite scene. I'm sure I'm still muted to Nick, which is okay, but
No, I unmuted you, buddy. Don't
I'm
worry.
really just fangirling right now, so it's okay. My favorite scene is
Don't worry.
definitely
I'll be like this during the Feebles.
my favorite scene is a tie. I couldn't really decide between the death of Boromir, um, not really the sacrifice of Boromir later when he's with Aragorn. That scene when he's talking to him and he says, I would have followed you. Um, how does he say it?
That was it. I would have followed you to the end.
I would have followed you to the end. My
No. When he's talking,
captain, my king.
my captain. No. My brother, my captain, my
Uh,
king. He says
yeah,
three things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is just that's that, and then the Balrog scene has always been the classic part of that entire movie. Like, it's always been probably the most famous part of all three movies. Like, if someone were to ask you about it, they're you shall not pass. Like, that's always been the most favorite, like, not favorite,
Most
but
quoted
like
scene.
the biggest
It's the
quoted
most iconic.
scene of the entire trilogy.
Well,
And
second.
just
I mean,
the
we
way
did finish our drink for second breakfast.
the way yeah, that's true. The way we had an honorary finish your entire drink for that one shot right there. Um, the way that they made the Balrog and like that whole scene um with the effects that they had back then was just awesome. My
I will
favorite
say,
shot.
as the hater, everything was very impressive, especially for the time.
Yeah.
What?
I will
contradicts
say,
everything.
as much as I hate this movie, it was cool.
Well, I'm calling myself the hater because I assume that's what you guys would call me, even though I still gave it a positive rating.
68 is
it's
not
just
positive, bro.
that's
I gave it
that's
a
really
classic
awesome though.
IGN 7.
He said as much as I hated this movie, it was cool.
Technically, that's a 6.8. But
Everything was awesome.
What'd you say, Reed?
it's a 6.8.
Oh, good point. Sorry. You know what?
Yeah.
It's a 6.7 actually. Remember, it went down.
Oh yeah, my bad.
And my favorite shot has always been coinciding with the perfect soundtrack score of this trilogy. It's honestly the best part of the entire trilogy. Is the score has always been, and it tells the story. I've done like a deep dive, like fangirling about this, but like The score is like I'm getting off topic. Anyways, the my favorite shot is when the Fellowship sets out and they're walking, and that whole sequence of them going up and down the hills, and just when they all like come up over top of the hill and they're all just walking up like around it, and you can just see them one at a time come up. That's my favorite shot.
That was cool.
And you can hear the music resonating. Yeah.
All right, buddy.
All
What's your
right.
complaint?
Well, yeah. What's your complaints?
I'd say I'd give it like I was gonna give it a 93. My original idea was to give it a 93, but I heard Bryant give it a 96. I had to go up because I'm the one who thinks that the first one was better than the second one. So I'm gonna give it a
So
98.
petty.
I'm gonna give it a
You know what?
98.
You convinced me. 65.
I'm gonna give it a 98. Just also because of thinking about that with since Bryant gave it a 96 and really pushed me to really understand that it is even better than that. The soundtrack and the score, like I said in the first one, is just amazing. I really love how they intertwine the Journey music with the Shire music in the first one, and it kind of resonates into a more happy tone and more like Journey tone. And in the second one, it starts to get darker and darker. But in the first one, like I can listen to the first one's score literally just like reading or like going on a run. Not that I do that a lot or anything, but I can just listen to that score like just any normal time.
It's good study music.
Yeah, exactly.
Skipping over complaints, I'm surprised you didn't say something about it not being in the books, that you think you're better than everybody reading those books.
I don't think I'm better than anyone. I'm still in the I'm still knee deep in the second book. I haven't read it in a couple of months, so
Aiden's just like, I don't think I'm better than anyone. I'm worse than everyone. But
I just like I really was thinking about trying to give it a complaint, but I just can't think of anything. Like it just
okay, but actually, like hearing how much you guys feel about the movie, I will say, maybe more of like a 74.
Come on.
All right,
75.
see that's
Let's round it
understandable.
out.
I feel like 75 is a good number, man.
Well, I never said 70, 73 now. 73 now. I don't like you trying to creep my number up
The
like
movie
that.
sucks, actually.
You know what? Two. 1 point for each character I liked.
We managed to get right to that 45 mark.
All right, perfect. All right, boys. I have a question for you, real quick.
Oh boy.
I already asked. I asked Reed this, and he said he didn't want to pick. So now it's up to a group vote. Okay. Would you rather watch?
I don't want to meet the Weebles.
5.5 hours and watch Peacemaker, or meet the Weebles.
Feebles.
Or Feebles.
Yeah,
meet the Feebles.
Okay, but also we can just get together here, and I can talk Bryant into voting against Meet the Feebles. I really don't think that we should watch that movie.
I'd rather watch Meet the Feebles than a 5.5 hour movie. If we're gonna do a podcast on it, it's a show. No, we're not watching the damn show.
All right,
That's
Feebles
what I
boys.
said.
Also,
we can still veto.
we can also we can still just veto Nick's request until he gives us a good movie.
But
not a good movie, but like
chaos
not
that
a.
we all veto each other, and that's stupid. We should let someone pick their movie. It can't be something ridiculously long, and it can be something made out of felt. It can be whatever, because we're gonna end up watching some anime movies
made
too.
out of felt.
That was beautiful, Brian.
We're gonna watch anime movies? Who's picking that?
What? Hold on. Hold on, I
Probably
never agreed to
Bryant's.
no anime now. Hold
Too
on.
late.
What you gotta tell us?
Yeah, but what
anime?
movie?
Well, there's plenty of movies. There's all of this every single one of the Dragon Ball movies. But there's Aeon
Okay.
Flux. There's Ghost
I
in the
will
Machine.
say,
Oh, sorry,
Ghost
Ghost
in
in
the
the
Machine
Shell.
is goaded.
Yeah, Ghost in the Machine's
Akira's
good, but
good
Ghost in the
too.
Shell's even better. Yeah, so there are fantastic anime movies out there that we will end up watching.
yeah, and
So
because
long as
he
it's not
helped
My
me
Hero
out,
movies.
I will not
Oh no, it's not gonna be My
veto
Hero.
Bryant. So this is our beautiful movie for next time. Another Peter Jackson movie.
Yeah, I know. I looked
Yeah.
it up. It doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look good. It's like
It doesn't look
Trimmers.
terrible.
Trimmers sucked.
Wise
Trimmers
words.
So we're gonna watch it.
What?
The main
I'm
character
even
is
more
a
excited
hippo,
after that.
by the way.
This is yeah. This looks like it might be really entertaining.
I think
That's
it'll be
what
a
you
fun
wanna call
time.
it.
I think
Do we
we need to
drink
make
every
sure
time we
that
see
we're all
somebody
watching.
else?
Oh god. So
I will figure out.
you
what the
guys
drinking
want
game
me-
should be for that.
you guys want me to relapse? Cool, awesome.
You haven't only stopped drinking because you can't afford it right now. Okay.
You've only stopped drinking because you didn't want to take a shot before the episode. You have alcohol in your house.
No, I don't.
You literally said it was in your kitchen.
No.
Dude, Reed, you are making me so hyped for this watch.
This movie might be really good. I don't know.
This kind of looks like a
Is it?
banger.
I mean, just a
Dude, this
simple.
I
is the
really-
original
search.
FNAF
Oh my
movie.
god. I really don't
I-
want to watch this movie.
Just one
Well,
Google
buddy,
it'll be a
search
fun
is
time.
all I need. Just,
All right, boys. I will see you. I don't know, next week or whenever we decide to watch it.
Sounds good. When are we Yeah. Who's got the next pick? Is it gonna be Feebles?
Oh yeah, me. I'm the
Yeah,
next pick.
Nick has the
And
next
then-
pick, so it's
And then after
Feebles.
that, it's Reed.
Yeah, after that,
I think
it's
so.
Reed, who's probably going to be
And-
Indiana Jones or something.
No, I already
Okay.
picked.
Oh, what is it?
I can't say it now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, we talk about it next. It's fine.
Is it Meet the Feebles 2?
No, it's
Is
Meet the
there a
Feebles
second-
too.
I'm hoping it's the Two Towers extended edition.
It is not, unfortunately.
Wait,
Dang it.
Wait, we're watching a 9/11 movie next?
Nice.
Well, just
Yeah,
get-
that's-
All right, now we gotta edit that out.
Yeah.
Wait, why is that going to be edited out?
9/11 jokes are the best.
They always crash and burn.
Yep.
Okay,
Oh,
on that
right.
note, I'm stopping the recording.